We continue here at the Vancouver Resource Investment Conference and the Yukon Mining Alliance Pavilion here. We continue with Metallic Minerals Corp and CEO Greg Johnson. Metallic Minerals trades on the TSX venture with the symbol MMG. They are a multi-asset company, 2 in the Yukon and 1 where I'm from, Colorado. So Greg, it's great to have you here. Good to see you once again.
Good to be back.
You actually flew in just early this morning from another event, but I do want to ask you, it's interesting because you mentioned that one of the major brokerage firms seems to be going back to its roots here and finding some more interest in mining where they once were looking at technology and cannabis and all that. That's probably the silver lining of the day, market-wise.
Yeah, no, it's encouraging to see that especially our Canadian bigger brokerages are really starting to recognize value in things that are real, hard assets, mining, and so starting to put more attention, hiring new analysts, and I think what we heard at the conference was investors are saying, okay, we've done well in these other sectors, what are some interesting things? And mining really stands out in terms of value and opportunity right now.
Yeah. Well, let's focus a little bit on the company and really talk about the projects in the Yukon here. Listen, yesterday we got to talk to Banyan Gold, we got to talk to Alexco. You're in that area too, at the Keno project, so give us a rundown here of what you're doing.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in our little area. Yes, so Alexco and Metallic Minerals are on the eastern part of that kind of broader region. You've got Victoria Gold, who's gone into production. You've got Banyan Gold, who just released a new resource. Alexco has expanded their resources, and we've made several new discoveries on our part of the Keno Hill Silver District. So Keno Hill is one of the world's highest grade silver producing camps, been mining since the 1920s. And it's not just an old camp. Alexco's over 100 million ounces in total resources and reserves, and they just went back into production last year. So it's an exciting time in the district. What we're doing is we're really extending what's known about the district. We've consolidated the eastern half of the district. The geology doesn't stop at the claim boundary, so those productive structures continue across, and our work is focused on first developing the targets. So we've got a dozen multi-kilometer scale, very high silver anomalies, geophysical anomalies that go along with those. And our work has been drill testing those and making discoveries over the last couple of years. And this year, a big push will be trying to move those to first 43-101 resources. That's going to be a big push on our programs.
I mean, it has been really interesting, knowing the success that Alexco's had with the development of that mine, but really the exploration success. The market has been watching you and taking notice of some of that great mineralization that you've hit in the last few years. So, talk about the continuity. You mentioned they don't know borders. So what about this continuity in the silver mineralization are you seeing off your project that maybe back in the day Alexco was also seeing?
Yeah, so Alexco is more or less on the western to central part of the district. We're kind of central district to east. So those structures are very through-going, and where those productive structures intercept the more competent rocks, the Keno Hill quartzite and the greenstones, that's where you get these fantastically high-grade zones that have been historically mined in the district, that Alexco has made new discoveries on, and then we're basically following up on our side of the district and having real success. So it's been a combination of success hitting these very high-grade Keno-style deposits, growing those multiple pierce points, building out a mineral inventory, and then secondly, bringing some new thinking to the district. These big soil anomalies, these giant geophysical signatures, getting the first reconnaissance test into those and saying, wow, not only do we have high grade, which has always been known in Keno, we're finding zones that are up to 100 meters of continuous silver mineralization that hold out the potential for a new style of silver in the Keno Hill Silver District, and that's pretty exciting stuff.
Yeah. It's always fun to reinterpret projects because you never know what it will unlock, right?
That's right.
It's just really exciting. Yeah, I do want to ask you, as far as like this area of the world around Mayo and Keno, listen, we went through all these companies in the area that are having great success with exploration and mine development and mining. Talk to me about the community, like the community of miners, the community of Yukoners that live and work in the area in this industry, and how important that is for the territory.
Yeah, I think it's really important. I mean, number one economic driver in Yukon is mining, so it's a really important sector. This is a resource-based economy. So it's about the things that we can, find in the ground to create value and create long-term sustainable work and value. And so really from kind of a community point of view, Mayo is a great hub. It's right on the highway. It's got a regional airport, it's got a medical facility, you've got skills because there's been 100 years of mining in this area, that you've got local businesses we can draw on for the things we need at the exploration stage, and that those bigger operators like Alexco and Victoria can draw on in terms of what they need to run a bigger mine.
What news out of Keno this summer? What should people expect?
So we're going to be following up discoveries on Keno East. We're going to be following up the advanced stage targets at Caribou and Formo, where we have those very high grade hits in the last 2 seasons. So it'll be a 2-pronged program, trying to move towards first resources for the company at Keno Hill, and secondly, continuing to expand the mineralization that we've hit in the new discoveries on the east.
Good. Very good. And I do want to talk to you about the project La Plata in Colorado, my home state. That's a pretty interesting project you're putting together down there.
Pretty exciting for us. So our team, I'm one of the original co-founders at Nova Gold, and Scott Petzel, our new president of Metallic Minerals, was there in the early days at Galore Creek with Nova Gold. Very similar system, so copper, silver, gold, porphyry system. And La Plata, geologically, is a twin. So we've just tabled an almost billion-pound resource, copper plus 15 million ounces of silver, so it kind of fits our silver and copper focus. And we're excited because it's wide open, and basically we're going to be moving into a resource expansion mode there, and we've got a dozen other targets to look at that have never been drill tested. So we're moving forward with our flagship at Keno work and La Plata in parallel. So it's going to be a really exciting year for us.
And you did go back and you raised some money recently, but there were flow-through private placement finance. So that has to stay in Yukon. How much budget do you have for the Colorado project?
We're still doing final planning, but that combination of new money raised on the flow-through side that'll go towards projects like Keno, and then the existing funds we have can go towards La Plata. So we're going to be in a really strong position to fully be able to undertake our programs and meet our objectives to get to the next major milestone at both Keno Hill and at La Plata.
Greg, thanks for the update on all fronts here. Really exciting times for the company.
Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.
It's Greg Johnson. He's the president and CEO of Metallic Minerals Corp, again trading on the TSX Venture Exchange with the symbol MMG.